So epigenetics is the modification of genes by what we call the environment. In this case, I'm referring to nutrition. The science that I was talking about that we want to share is based on discoveries that have only been known for the last decade or two. And that is that the nutrition that a person gets when they're developing is what determines their likelihood of having diseases when they're older. So now let me explain the 100-year effect, how it works. I'm in my 60s. My mother is in her 90s. And the egg that made me was made in my 92-year-old now mother when she was a fetus in my grandmother's womb. And the egg that made me was almost exactly 100 years ago. So I'm 100. And that 100-year life I've had has been dependent on my grandmother's nutrition, on my mother's nutrition, on my childhood nutrition, and now on my nutrition as an adult. If I can just give you an example, the way you get nutrients while you're developing before you're born will tell a growing body how to turn on genes or turn off genes. And if there's not enough nutrients to grow well, then what will happen is some of the genes that should be turned on and operating will be turned down like a dimmer switch on a light. They'll be gradually turned down by a mechanism called epigenetics. And then later in life, those genes will make a person more vulnerable for having disease. Now, many people have said the problem with emphasizing this is that it somehow blames mothers for all the disease that we have, and that's really not true. The truth is that the food environment we all live is where is the problem. And if we have to blame something, we should blame the fact that the American population has allowed food industries to determine our taste preferences and somehow keep us from eating the kinds of food that would be healthy.